Hey Billy, Simon here from Little Big Marketing. Thanks for the chat this morning. As promised, just shooting you this video really quick, and I hope you find some value in it and learn something. There's a few things that I want to take a look at. And they are basically where your website is currently ranking on Google. I'm going to show you what a couple of other websites at the top of Google look like in terms of their click-through rate or traffic they're getting through to their website. And I can explain how that's gonna, could look like extra clients for yourself that you're currently missing out on. And I'm also going to share with you a few tips on how you could go about ranking your site yourself. It is the techniques that I use, along with some others. So yeah, I hope you find this helpful. So the first thing I'm going to have a look at is your current ranking on Google here, and what I'm looking at is your organic keywords that Google has found on your page using this tool called Ahrefs. And a keyword is just any search phrase that someone would enter into Google looking for your service, usually along with a location when you're working. I mean, you guys are obviously working out of San Diego. I saw down the bottom here, you've got all these listed. So San Diego is probably the best. Volume is how many times it's searched for per month. Traffic is how many clicks you're getting from that phrase per month, and position is where you're sitting on Google search results. Ignore the KDCPC for now. So what I'm going to do is, or what I have done is filtered on position. So you've got one keyword right here, 24-hour auto parts, San Diego, for position 9, which is page 1. It's not actually bringing you any clicks, so it's only got 20 searches per month, so that's probably why. Sitting in all the way down in position 9, you're not going to see many of 20 searches, so that's unfortunate. Safe Light Glass, I'm glad you've got that keyword on your page, because obviously they get searched for a lot. However, that specific term is only searched for 30 times per month, and currently you're on page 2, so there's 10 results per page, so page 2, page 3, 4, and so on. Now the idea is to get all of these really good keywords like this: 400 search volume, 200 search volume, their location, their buyer intent keywords, and you get them onto your page and you get ranked to position 1, and then you usually will see at least 30% of those numbers clicking through to your website. And I'll show you in a minute how that works. So to begin ranking higher for these keywords and bringing in more traffic, what we do, we focus on 3 steps. Number 1 is content on your website. Number 2 is backlinking. And number 3 is citations. And I'll explain them as I go. So number 1 being content on your website. Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on a homepage. So you've got a really short homepage at the moment. It likes that because it sees content as added value to people who come through to your site looking for your service. So if they know that you've got all the information there that anyone could possibly ever need, they're more likely to rank you higher. So 1,500, 2,000 words is great. You can also utilize a blog, but it is a lot more work, obviously. So to find your competitors to compare you with, I've just typed in car windshield replacement San Diego, which was a pretty high search volume phrase. And I've chosen Safe Light because we all know that they're a big company, and I'm only focusing on their San Diego location, and All Star Glass, which is the same thing, their San Diego location. So if we have a look at theirs for content, now because this is only their because there's only this is only their San Diego page, we're not going to see a whole lot of content. They're actually using the rest of their page to rank this page for them, which means it's technically easy to beat. So if you went and got that 1,500, 2,000 words, you're going to have more, Google's going to see your page as more valuable than this page. So, you can beat them out on step 1 pretty easily. Now, auto glass repair, same thing. It's a location page and they don't have a lot of information on it. It's actually pretty poorly built too for a big site that I'm sure has a lot of custom design to it. Not built very well. So that's really positive. Very little content, so you could beat both of these 2 huge companies out, quite comfortably there. Now the second tip after content, and also, sorry, you would have to provide a few more images on the website just to fill it out with the content as well. Google actually views pages as a user, not as a robot like everyone thinks. Okay, so using this tool, the next step is backlinks. So backlinks are anywhere one website refers to another via a clickable link, and they come from those referable domains. And what they do is build authority through to your page. So one website referring to another transfers authority. Google uses this authority, and the more you have, not necessarily the more backlinks, but the more and better quality backlinks, they're not all created equal, is going to help rank your site quite fast, directly helps ranking your site. So right here, this would technically be a backlink. However, it's not a permanent backlink, so it doesn't get picked up there. But if I clicked on it, it would take me through to your site. Same thing. So you go about getting those on a whole bunch of other sites, as many as you can. As I say, other highly rated sites, and that's going to build these little circles up for you, which is then going to rank you for more keywords, and it's going to start upping this, skyrocketing this traffic once you get onto page 1 for a bunch of keywords. Now, if I have a look at SafeLight, on this page alone, they're only got 6 backlinks and 6 referring domains. Now, that's not hard to beat. The UR rating is only 15. You're only a little bit behind, 12. That's not far. This goes all the way to 100. So that's really positive as well. The DR is quite high, so you're going to have to put in a little bit of work, but it's definitely beatable. But if you look at what that's bringing them in per month, organic traffic means unadvertised to their San Diego page alone, not their entire website. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. 789 clicks per month. It's huge. Well, it's decent. If you wanted to get more than that, you certainly could by utilizing the keywords a little better than they have. Because even though these guys pay a lot of money in SEO, it doesn't mean that their techs are the best in the world at it. But anyway, what I'll do is come over to focus on their whole website. This is where their SEO really comes into it. Search engine optimization, I should say. They're getting 430,000 clicks per month, so it's gigantic. Once you, if you wanted to capture this sort of thing, and it's going to take a lot of time, but if you wanted to grow your company nationally, this is how you go about doing it. Just building these up. Okay, now All-Star, same thing, 730 clicks per month, and URDR really quite low, so quite easy to beat these guys out. If you wanted to start taking a piece of that pie. Now, even if you were only gaining, say, 400 calls from this, which is unlikely because, you tend to set your keywords up a little bit better than that, buyer intent keywords. So even if they were, you're only getting, say, 400 clicks and you could only close, 400 calls from those 700 clicks, and you could only close 10%, that's still 40 extra clients per month. More than one a day. So if you wanted to get into the realm of, those huge numbers that we just saw, you build up to that. You open a location in Orange County, Temecula. You basically just use these guys and copy where they've got locations and do the same thing. Super simple. Anyway, so that's step 2 is those backlinks and referring domains. So this tells me because you've got quite a few, you got more than the other guys, but your UR and DR is really low. It means that a lot of these backlinks are very low quality. So you may even have to remove some of them. Now, the next step is citations. And citations are anywhere your business name, number, and address is listed in any registry on Google or directory on Google, like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Home Advisor, all of those. There's thousands of them. But it's got to be exactly as seen as your Google My Business, your name, number, and address, exactly the same. Now, your Google My Business also needs to have a competitive amount of reviews, and it needs to be, filled out fully and correctly, assuming that you have one. If you don't, you need one. And what they do is they get you into this map pack. If you have enough citations and you've got enough reviews and whatnot, you'll get into this map pack. And this top spot here adds about a 30% click rate to the top spot down here, which not Yelp, it would add it to this one. If SafeLight was gaining 1,000 clicks in San Diego, this would be another 300 roughly from being in the top spot. And then it drops, 10%, I think, and then 15% for down there. So really worth doing. Anyway, so they're the 3 main tips. So just to do a quick recap, I've showed you where you're currently ranking and where there's quite a bit of room for improvement. I've shown you what happens when you start to rank and where you could really end up if you wanted to, or anywhere in between. 1,000 clicks, 2,000 clicks, anywhere in between is fine too. And then the last thing is, showing you those tips. So I hope that helped. If you're interested in having this done professionally, this is what I do. Please feel free to just reach out through the email or just give me a call. My number is in there, and if you're not interested, that's totally fine. But if you wouldn't mind just leaving me a line of feedback, so I know that these videos are, providing some sort of value to local businesses, that would be great. Thank you so much. With that, I hope you have a great day, and hope to hear from you soon. Bye bye.